Before Soryang left for his first journey outside, Cheolson had warned him to be cautious. As a member of their family and the Tang clan, he should never forget who he was. Soryang politely agreed. Cheolson then looked to his side, prompting Soryang to turn his head as well. There were men lined up in front of them. Cheolson informed Soryang that he would be leading those people, as it was time for him to learn to manage others. Soryang felt flustered by the responsibility. He thought Hueyun should be the one leading. Cheolson called him silly, explaining that since Hueyun was his partner, Soryang, by extension, held the highest authority in the group. Hearing the word partner, Soryang blushed. Hueyun had faith that he would do well and promised to help him along the way. He assured her he would do his best, but now, amidst the chaos, he wondered what to do. He asked the man with him, Wolfgang, the leader of the Venom blood unit, what they should do in this situation. He wondered if sharing the information was a better option. Wolfgang was displeased that anyone dared to share the Tang clan's information. Hueyun agreed, noting that whoever did it had some nerve. She was seriously upset, her intimidating aura clear as she questioned the selling of information purchased by the Sichuan Tang clan to others. Those from other clans recognized her as the poisonous flower of the 3 flowers of Murim. One man was shocked to see a direct descendant of the Tang clan, the poisonous flower, present in person. He was compelled to greet her. He represented the Central Wind sect and clarified they had no intention of interfering with the Tang clan's affairs. He stated they would withdraw. The Noble Origin sect also decided to withdraw. Even though it pained them, the Jade Ghost Slayer followed suit. One of them vowed to catch the rat responsible and skin him alive. They all hurriedly retreated. Soryang realized the influence of the Sichuan Tang clan and asked Wolfgang if the situation was resolved. Wolfgang replied that it wasn't, suspecting those unorthodox groups wouldn't back off easily. Wolfgang suggested setting up a camp nearby and taking shifts to keep watch, knowing those men were likely hiding and waiting for the right moment. He instructed Gyup to find out where they had set up camp. Soryang looked worried, but Hueyun assured him it would be okay. He was more concerned about his honeybee. They hid behind a boulder watching the bees. The bees actually looked cute. They appeared to be wearing faux fur on their bodies as several flew inside the trunk. Soryang got excited upon seeing the golden-haired king bees. Hueyun admitted it was her first time seeing them too, noting their size. Soryang found them adorable. Hueyun was amazed by their fluffy fur, and Wolfgang was pleased to see them as well. Soryang noticed that the colony seemed small. It appeared there were only a few hundred of them, but considering their size, that made sense. Hueyun asked about colonies. Soryang explained that a colony is a group of bees. Typically, a small hive would have about 5,000 to 7,000 bees. Hueyun was surprised Soryang could tell that without entering the hive. Soryang replied that he could estimate by observing how many bees went in and out of the entrance. Just then, someone appeared behind them. It was Pai. He reported they had located the unorthodox groups. Wolfgang asked where they were. Pai hesitated at first, but as Wolfgang expected, those groups had set up their camp on the opposite side. They didn't seem to be doing much, but if something happened, they'd definitely make a move. Wolfgang decided to wait until nightfall to harvest the honey using the Tang clan's method. Soryang asked about the method the Tang clan used. Wolfgang explained that burning mugwort leaves would produce smoke that calms the bees, allowing them to harvest the honey. Soryang thought it was an excellent method. However, Pai was concerned because the wind was blowing towards them, which complicated their plan. Soryang quickly thought of something. Pai asked if it was something clever. Soryang explained that with the wind blowing towards them, it would mask their scent. He decided to take this opportunity to quickly visit the hive. He was already on his way when Hueyun grabbed his shirt to stop him, warning that it was dangerous because the golden-haired king bee was a mid-level venomous creature. But Soryang was eager to go. He insisted he would just touch it once and come back. As he struggled to break free from Hueyun's grip, a pebble fell and rolled towards the hive, which they instantly realized was bad news. In the blink of an eye, the colony swarmed out of the hive. Hueyun quickly grabbed Soryang and they made a run for it. Later, they got a thorough scolding for their recklessness. At dusk, Soryang was still contemplating another approach. If they lit the fire against the wind, they risked being caught between the unorthodox groups and the hive. The golden-haired king bee was different from bees he knew. These bees could detect ground vibrations from over 30 kilometers away, something even ground bees couldn't do. Hueyun found him. She mentioned that the kids had finished their meal and were trying to wander off, so she brought them to him. Soryang thanked her. He gently told the little ones to behave. Hueyun sat beside him, making him flustered. She asked if he had made any progress. He replied that he needed to observe a bit more. She admitted she felt like she was pressuring him and apologized for it, encouraging him to take his time and not feel burdened. Soryang felt even more pressure after Hueyun's encouragement. Then Hueyun noticed some monkeys on the opposite side of the the old tree. The monkeys were noisy, and one seemed particularly agitated. Sorryang called out to Hueun. He asked if she smelled something sweet. Hueun picked up on the scent, and Sorryang realized it could be pheromones. Sorryang quickly told her they needed to leave because the bees were about to swarm. Hueun grabbed him and ran, leaping high to put some distance between them and the hive. She held Sorryang by his armpits, and they watched as the bees swarmed out of the hive. Their target was the fallen monkeys, and the bees feasted on the corpses. It was a close call for the pair. Hueun was curious about how Sorryang knew the golden-haired king bees were about to attack, as he warned her before they even heard the buzzing. He explained it was because of the scent. Hueun finally noticed the faint smell of magnolia. Sorryang was impressed that she could distinguish the scent of pheromones. He asked if she recognized the earlier scent, and she confirmed it smelled like a magnolia flower. Excited to have found the answer, Sorryang laughed like a maniac, causing Hueun to blush because his hands were on her shoulders. With a devilish grin, Sorryang said he had thought of a way to deal with those unorthodox groups who were after his honeybees.
So, friends, this chapter comes to an end. What will happen next? We'll uncover it in the next chapter. Don't forget to rate this chapter out of 10 in the comments. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and goodbye. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.